Hi, friends. Welcome back to Experiences and Insights with Ambika and Ashita. Hi, Ambika.
Hello, Ashita. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. I'm sure you're fine too.
Yes. So, friends, today with our second episode in Experiences and Insights, we are here to talk about the experiences children are having because their schools are starting. And for some, already they have. So, Ambika, your son is in 12th standard, right?
Yes, he is.
So, how is his experience as he starts his uh, pre boards and he has started going to school?
Yes, his pre-boards have begun. This is the second pre-boards he has started with.
Okay.
It began from Monday. So now talking about his experience on Saturday and Sunday, yes, he was quite nervous. He had double thoughts whether to go to school, not to go to school. So he came and told us multiple times that my friends, quite a few of them are not coming. They've decided not to come to school. So what do you think I should do? You
Okay.
know, somewhere both of us, my husband and me, we kind of thought that he's also getting nervous because one, he's going to school after a very long time.
Oh, yes. That's right.
And yeah, because I think in between we had been to school only twice. One was where he was supposed to sign on a form, and the second was when he had to submit some of his projects for the final
Okay.
exams.
Okay.
And that too, those were like, breeze in and breeze out. You
Okay.
sign, you come out.
Just for few minutes. Few
That's
minutes.
that's right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
here he started preempting that, oh, now I'm supposed to give my exams face to face in a classroom. So that really made him nervous. He wasn't sure. So he came up with the statement that I'm not too sure if I remember everything that I studied.
Oh,
And I did see him studying really well, putting in all his effort. And I asked him, what makes you think that you may not remember everything you studied? He said, I just do not know how to explain it, and I don't know the reason.
my God. This is one issue where, child is going for an exam and suddenly he feels that he doesn't remember anything.
Yes, he says, I feel like there is a vacuum inside my head, or it's like a emptiness. And
Okay.
when I kind of looked at him, he was getting emotional because I rarely see him get so emotional. Of course, he's a chirpy young man right
Hmm.
now. But
Right. Right.
suddenly, I felt a little taken aback seeing him getting nervous. And now I'm talking about him having this conversation with me somewhere around 11 p.m.
Oh, so I think at this point of time, suddenly this might have struck you at this point. Uh, should we guide a child to, study and score marks, or should we first look after their emotions, how they are feeling, right?
Very,
So
very,
anxious and heavy and about giving exams and their performance as well.
absolutely. So then, I honestly speaking, suddenly you get into the mother's role rather than being in a psychologist or a counselor's role.
Absolutely,
And then I
absolutely.
started wondering, how do I address this issue that he has? And I asked him, what is it that you're really, really feeling? And what are the thoughts that are going through in your mind right now? Is it the marks that you need to score, or is it the apprehension that I may forget, or is it the worry that I have to go to school? Because Ashita, to be honest, he has been a child who has been quite active, because every evening he and his friends, they
Uh,
play a game of badminton, they go for a jog. So it's not that he has been continuously at home from the time lockdown began.
right.
The first 3 months, yes, we did take absolute precaution and we were very careful. And as the lockdown kind of loosened up, these children would step out of the house for 15 minutes, and they would ensure they're wearing the mask and they have sanitizer. So I was wondering, he's not even a child who has been completely inside the house, locked up inside the house, and still he was having this fear or this worry or concern of going to school.
True, true.
So, and then finally I asked him, is it that you have a thought that what would happen if you scored less. And then I saw that, entire expression on his face change.
So it was all about his performance, how he
Yes,
will be looked upon.
right. So then I said, okay, let's sit and let's have a small little chat. I said, see, I understand what you must be going through. Obviously, and Ashita, to be honest, children have been taking all the online exams quite leniently.
Yes, oh yes, I have seen children sitting with books and answering or chit-chatting with friends and discussing. So yes,
Exactly. And I guess that is some kind of a gap or benefit of doubt we need to give to them as well. One, their age. Second, they know they're not being watched because everybody's videos are off. But of course, during the exam, the videos are on. But it was quite lenient according to them. They were in their comfort zone,
yes,
half lying down and listening to a lecture, half sitting and listening to a lecture. Children are having their coffee or tea or having their snack during the class. So then I said, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Of course, board exams are very important, no doubt about it. But how would it be if we looked at this entire board exam as a warm up? Because this is exactly what you need to do in your final exam. Sit for 3 hours and attempt your paper.
so yes, Ambika, I see like your child is must be 16, around 16, 17.
17 plus.
Yes. So being grown up in a 12th standard, he is having such feelings. I'm sure the kids who are younger, say in 6th, 7th standard, 8th standard, when they hear that they might attend the school this year. So how do they feel, right?
Absolutely. In fact, Ashita, there have been parents approaching me telling the child does not know what to do. The child is completely lost, and we are also not sure whether to send the child, not to send the child, as and when the schools would reopen. So my suggestion would be, at least let the child step out of the house slowly, because like if you remember the conversation we had in our last episode was our body needs to warm up.
Absolutely.
And
That's right.
now I think it is time for our minds also to warm up to the idea that yes, stepping out will be required at some point in time. So all said and done, after the first exam that my son gave when he came back home,
Hmm.
first question I asked him was, now how are you feeling?
I think that is more important than asking how was your exam,
Yes,
right? And that makes them anxious. So it's better to know what they are feeling.
yes. So I asked, he said, no, no, now I'm feeling much better. And of course, he added, I'm not too sure about the marks. I said, no, I'm not asking you about the marks. How are you feeling after being in school for 3 hours, giving that exam, and then coming back? He said, that was fine, but I was really excited that I met all my friends, most of them.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes. So there I saw a shift in his entire expression, in the energy levels that he had. And after that, that nervousness just came down for him.
Okay.
So then after, couple of hours, we discussed about the exam and what went well and what did not go well. But yes, that first step wasn't easy, to be honest. So there
But
was
a
a
parent as well for you must be difficult.
yes, yes, because my constant thought was, how would he feel while at school?
Yes.
And I'm also sure the teachers in the school are also equally concerned about children.
Everyone, I think teachers, though they have, some of the teachers have started stepping out a little earlier than the children did.
Yes,
But, uh, but yes, the same goes with everyone who is stepping out of the house.
absolutely. And I'm sure, parents are concerned, and quite a few children, he said, had not appeared for the exam offline. But I asked him what would his personal view be. Should the other children also attempt the exam offline? He said, yeah, he found it to be quite safe because in a class there are only 12 children sitting. The capacity of the class is to hold about 50 children. So a classroom that can take 50 children is having only 12 children.
Okay.
And every child is working with a sanitizer and a mask is worn throughout the exam, and they're not allowed to exchange their pen and pencils and all those things. So the school is kind of taking care, the classrooms are sanitized. So absolute care has been given from their part as well. I think it is now our duty to own up some responsibility and, have that mature thinking and not expect the child to perform for the finals if that child does not have that experience of going to school beforehand.
So, Ambika, how would you advise, or I will say, what would you suggest to the parents who have younger children and who might need to go to school?
So, Ashita, when I saw my son going through this, and when I have helped quite a few other students of the similar age group come out of this feeling of anxiousness, I thought, why don't I do a small little workshop?
Oh, wonderful.
Yes. So, this is a workshop where I'm trying to help children with simple activities, simple games, and through, a lot of interaction, so that they all understand that all of them are in the same boat. It's not just one child in isolation who's going through this experience. So if children can exchange their experience, and then I am able to help them with some activities where, they kind of focus upon their breath, where they are able to focus upon their studies, bring that awareness that they have the capability to come out of this fear. And what I'm planning is that I would have sessions for 3 days in a week for children,
Okay.
and one session for the parents.
Oh, I think that is one important part, because parents also need to know what child is going through, and also parents need to deal with their own emotions as well.
Yes, I think the second part becomes really important because all of us are working from home.
Yes.
So in total, there would be 4 sessions in a week, 3 for children and 1 for parents.
All
And
right.
this I'm planning to hold over 2 weeks. So it would be like 6 sessions for children and 2 sessions for parents. And with this, I think children and parents would be equipped quite well. Otherwise, I'm pretty much just a call away.
So nice of you, Ambika, to take this initiative. It's really great.
Or an email away.
And
So this is what I'm.
yeah. So what we can say to our viewers is that if you feel that you need to attend this, or you need to be part of this workshop, please feel free to write us on our emails. The email will be given in the description box. So yes, thank you, Ambika. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
being here and sharing so much. And we are looking forward to this workshops. Let's hope more parents and children join so as to understand and better equipped to the situation, right?
Absolutely, Ashita. Yes, let's hope for the best and wishing every child all the best and the parents as well.
Yes. Good luck to all of you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye.